They called it JuicyFields, a cannabis investment miracle, until the miracle vanished with 700 million euros. What fueled it wasn't cannabis, it was credibility. Manufactured, marketed, sold to the public. Start with Kai-Friedrich Niermann, the lawyer shaping Germany's cannabis laws. He stood beside JuicyFields on stages, in webinars, in their glow. Niermann said it was brief, but footage, documents, and emails prove otherwise. He wasn't a bystander. He was a bridge between fraud and the credibility of the German state. Because when Niermann spoke, people listened. So they invested. After Niermann's webinar, JuicyFields didn't just grow, it exploded. From 7,000 users to over 128,000 in just a few months. His credibility turned into investor fuel. Next, the network. Lisa Haag, event organizer, consultant, insider. She listed Niermann and the others as her special agents. Haag worked closely with JuicyFields sponsors and insiders. She leveraged public platforms, then tried to discredit those raising questions. But to this day, she hasn't addressed her true role. Michael Knodt, cannabis journalist. He pushed a story that pointed the finger away from the real operation. His article named Graf von Luxemburg as the mastermind. But that wasn't the truth. It was misdirection. Luxemburg wasn't innocent. He had a past, a history of scamming Russian contacts. That's exactly why he was chosen. He was lured into JuicyFields, being a kleptomaniac, set up not just as a scapegoat, but as payback, revenge, disguised as exposure. Emails show Knodt knew the truth, but he chose fiction and deflected the heat from the actual players. Shlomo and Lauren Bucklin, the EU GMP cannabis auditors who told investors everything was fine, that cannabis was growing, that exports were real, but no weed was ever sold to Germany. Not a gram. Their certification? A smokescreen. And then came DW, Deutsche Welle, the respected broadcaster, the one that promised protection to a whistleblower from inside the scam. His name was Anders. He risked everything to speak out. DW aired his voice, and then leaked his identity. Now he's in hiding, his life is at risk, and DW has gone silent. What do these names have in common? They didn't just ignore the fraud. They helped make it possible. This wasn't a random crime. It was manufactured credibility, crafted by lawyers, influencers, journalists, and auditors, all based in Germany, all tied together, all still unaccountable. JuicyFields is dead. But the system that enabled it? It's still alive, still speaking, still selling. They didn't just turn away from the truth. They helped construct the illusion. When experts lie, it's not a mistake. It's manipulation, wrapped in suits, contracts, and credibility. They signed deals, took stages, smiled for the cameras, all while the fraud grew behind the curtain. JuicyFields collapsed. But the trust they corrupted? That damage is still spreading, and as long as they stay protected, as long as there's no accountability, this won't be the last time.